details in the Ludhiana blast investigation. Sources now tell Republic that the preliminary investigation suggests that the bomb accidentally went off. The suspect was being guided and step-by-step directions were also being given to him by his handlers via internet and VoIP calls. Meanwhile, 4 calls were made just before the bomb was activated and the phone of the suspect was to be used as the triggering device. Let me also go across to Shravan, who's also closely tracking and bringing us these details. Shravan, please share more of the Ludhiana blast investigations. Several shocking details also emerging further.
Well, in fact, Richa, as far as the Ludhiana blast case is concerned, it was only late last night that the body of the deceased was identified by the police authorities in Ludhiana. And thereafter, we are given to understand that a dismissed police officer by the name of Gagan Deep, his body has been identified. Now, he was a head constable attached with the police station Sadar Khana, is what we've been told. He was arrested in the year 2019. In fact, this was under the NDPS Act, and he was released a few years later. Now, he is the one who actually carried out the blast, is what we are being told. In fact, the details as far as this investigation goes, which is certainly sensational, but it's just a tip of the iceberg, because here we are now being told by our sources is that a dongle was essentially used for making internet or VoIP calls. Over a dozen odd internet calls were also made via dongle, that is between 9 o'clock in the morning and 11 o'clock. It was around 12:22 when the blast took place. In fact, sources also indicating that 4 calls were made just prior to the bomb being activated. Now, the phone was to be used as a triggering device. In fact, late last evening, information that we got from our sources was that a damaged part of the phone was also recovered from the very spot. In fact, Gagandeep was guided. Step-by-step directions were given to him by his handlers. Whoever his handlers is something that we had yet to get a confirmation from our sources within the investigative agencies, because remember, some reports have essentially suggested that Khalistani group Babbar Khalsa could be behind this. But having said that, we are waiting for some sort of an official confirmation coming in from our sources within the investigative agencies as far as who the handlers were. Remember, late last evening, in fact, we have also got visuals of the investigating team reaching Gagandeep's residence and then questioning all the people involved, including his wife. Now, his wife has basically told the investigators that on the very day when the incident actually took place, Gagandeep basically left the house without informing anyone. In fact, the investigators also suspect that some parts of the assembled explosive was perhaps handed over to him before he entered the court premises. Now, important to point out here is that you need to join the dots. That is, waist down, we are being told that the body was blown to smithereens, which indicates that this perhaps could be a suicide attempt which went horribly wrong. That could be one, and that's an angle that is still being probed. There are several other theories that the investigative agencies, or rather angles, that are still being probed.
And Shravan, if you can also stay with us and help us understand these sensational details that have emerged further in this investigation. And as you rightly pointed out, there were 4 calls that were made just prior to the bomb that had been activated. The phone was being used as a triggering device possibly, and also how he was being handled by his own handlers. And according to the wife as well, she has told the investigating officers that Gagandeep left the house without informing anyone, but at the same time they suspect that some parts of the assembled explosive was also handed over to him before he entered the court premises. So they might be looking now at the handlers who were looking into Gagandeep playing this role.
Well, in fact, Richard, that would have been right from the beginning of the investigation, that they would be looking at who are the handlers as far as this case is concerned. It is certainly not a lone operation to begin with. That is very clear from all the clues that have been picked up from the spot itself. Now, having said that, what's very important to point out here is that they have been able to identify that there were calls that were essentially being made. The calls were being made to Gagandeep. In fact, he was receiving step-by-step directions as far as assembling the bomb or to carry out the attack itself. So there were specific instructions that were given to him. Quite clear by now that there have been more number of people who are involved in this entire attack, and it's just the tip of the iceberg, as I said earlier, that what we know as of now, the larger picture is yet to emerge.
Yes.
It is like a jigsaw puzzle right now, which is
Right.
exactly being solved by the investigative agencies.
Right. All right, thank you so much, Shravan, for getting us all those exclusive details. We'll also go across now to Piyush, who's also joining us live from Ludhiana, right outside the residence of Gagandeep. And Piyush, help us understand the latest part of the investigation while we are still awaiting that official press briefing to happen at 12 p.m. But these are more details that have now emerged in the investigation. So far, we do know that the brother of Gagandeep has also been detained. There have been electronic evidence that have also been gathered, be it the mobile phone, a tablet, and some cash that has been seized. But most importantly, the wife has told the investigators that Gagandeep left the house without informing anyone, and possibly he was being in touch with his own handlers and made several phone calls before the blast occurred.
Well, yes, these details have now emerged as far as this investigation is concerned. What sources are telling us is that just before the blast went off at around 12:20, between 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., Gagandeep was in touch with his handlers. He was in fact being briefed, and step by step process was being briefed to him as far as assembling the explosives is concerned. This is what the sources are telling us. In fact, on the other side, the family members of Gagandeep have also informed to the investigators that he left without informing to the family. We have also seen as to how his body was tracked. His body was tracked using the mobile phone, SIM card and dongle, which was found by the investigators there at the blast site. Right now we are present in Khanna, right in front of Gagandeep's residence. That's the residence where police has also been deployed. You can see police officials who are sitting inside the residence of Gagandeep. Yesterday late night, two teams of NIA had also come here along with the local. Now the local police and NIA both are trying to investigate the role of Gagandeep. If we talk specifically about Gagandeep, he was suspended from the Punjab police in 2019 because his links with a drug racket was found, and soon after he was suspended, he was also arrested by the police personnel under NDPS Act. He was inside the jail for 2 years, and recently in September 2021 he was released. He was under trial in this case. So these are the details. Those have now emerged. But the shocking details which we are right now getting is that Gagandeep was in touch with his handlers before the blast went off, which means blast took place at around 12:20, and between 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. he was in touch with his handlers. In fact, he made several calls. Around 4 calls on internet were made, and he was continuously in touch with handlers. So these are the details. Those have now come out. At 12, Richa, we are also expecting a press conference from DGP, and then only we will be able to know who these handlers were, who were the people with whom Gagandeep was in touch. So bigger picture is yet to come out. Richa.
So several details now emerging, Piyush, and thank you so much for getting us that ground update from right outside the main suspect's residence. We will now wait for 12 p.m. when the official press briefing will be underway.